Betty. Hi. Can you hear me? Yeah, awesome. Okay.
Breaking you down. The heavy blue cloud. The heavy blue cloud.
We still have a couple of minutes.
After all this time, it's easy like sunset. Lonely night, lonely, lonesome night, can't. But how could you have it? How could you have it? I'm so swift, the rain's pouring in. Gonna see a movie called Gone Again. I could feel my head, put up your temple wind. You ain't going nowhere. Read, wrap me high. Tomorrow's the day of my bride's gonna come now. Oh, we gonna fly down to the
Okay, we're gonna start. So Biddy, right now it's just you and me. We'll see if anyone else shows up. But we'll start seated. So if you just want to make your way to a comfortable seated position. Once you get there, rolling your shoulders down and away a couple of times. So it may be that this cuts out at 2:30. So just so you know, I'm going to try and condense some of the stuff. And if the video keeps going after that, then we'll just keep going. And let your right ear drop to your right shoulder. We'll just let the chin come to the chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest. Go back to that right side. And then we'll place the right hand down, sweep the left arm up and come up and over to the side. And with breath, inhale, twist slightly open to the ceiling, and exhale, curl in. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl in. Few more, open and curl. Open, curl. Last one on this side. Open and curl. Pressing off from the floor. And we'll come to center, chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Left hand on the ground, reach the right arm up, reach, reach, reach. Curling in, inhale, open. Curl in and open. One more inhale and exhale. And bring both hands down. We're gonna take the feet wide. I'm gonna get my dog out of the way. Take the feet wide. Take the hands to either side of the sideways and just let the knees rock right and left. And we'll start with a seated figure four. You can keep the right foot where it is, cross the left ankle over, maybe slide forward. Roll the shoulder blades down and away, and totally up to you if you want the fingertips to be forward or if you want to turn the hands around, gripping with the fingertips as they let the head drop back. Continue to press that left knee away, squeezing the shoulder blades and lift the chest. Shin comes back down. We'll keep the right hand where it is. Left arm across the body, press and twist. A little bit more lift, little extra twist. And then unlace the torso, and we'll let the legs come down and just switch sides. Again, either fingertips towards you or facing away. Squeeze together, press, lift. If you can lift through the chest a little bit more, drop down into the sits bones a little bit more. Left hand stays behind you, right arm comes across, back of the forearm pressing into the foot, twist. Go ahead and untwist, back to center, and we'll do the soles of the feet together, knees apart for seated cat-cow. Inhale, come forward, exhale, back, rolling back and forth along the sits bones. And so we are trying to generate a little bit more heat. Starts to become a pumping action. Inhale, forward, press back. Allowing the knees to kind of flop up and down. Keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll keep the feet as they are and just find a forward fold. Building up breath in the back side of the body. Big inhale. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Then we'll walk the hands back and just find a comfortable seat, whether that's one shin crossed in front of the other. If you like having the soles of the feet together, that's fine. So we're gonna do a couple body breath, that pumping action with the belly, the skull shining. So this is that upward draw of the breath out of the body, and we're gonna bring the arms up. This is also called the ego eradicator. So bring the fingertips in, the thumbs towards one another, and we're gonna do this pumping action, the couple body breathing. We're going for about 50. So go for about 50, and then we'll take a deep inhale, and then on the exhale, we'll bring the tips of the thumbs together. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We'll inhale through the nose again, and then pressing out from the belly button. Big inhale, and exhale, bring the thumbs to touch, and we'll let the arms come back down. So we're starting again with that couple body breathing. Let the chin drop to the chest, right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Rocking back to center, second round. This is the press of the navel in and up, pressing the breath out of the body. We'll reach the arms above the head, fold all of the middle fingers in, thumbs towards one another, slide the shoulder blades down the back, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose, and then the sharp press of the breath out. So you could go slowly or a little bit more quickly. Trying to get heat. Keep going. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumbs towards one another, maybe coming to touch. And then bring the arms down. Awesome. Go ahead and find your all fours from here if you'd like a little padding for the knees. Sliding a blanket underneath the knees. And we're going to move directly into a active cat-cow. Curling the toes under. Fingertips gripping nice and wide. And inhale. Lift the sits bones, lift the chest. Exhale, flip the feet over. Pressing into the space between the shoulder blades. Inhale forward and exhale back. Rolling from the tailbone through the crown of the head. So we'll continue with this pressing of the body forward and back, and then just start to rotate the hands. So the fingertips will start to come out to the side like you're opening doorknobs. And we're bringing weight forward and back. Maybe the fingertips face all the way towards the knees. You spend a little extra time there getting the forearms and the palms of the hands some good stretch. And then going the other direction. You might want to take the hands a little bit wider as you start to inhale forward, exhale back, and bring the fingertips almost all the way around. So we're really getting some rotation in the elbows and the shoulders as well. And back to center, where we're going to flip the hands over. And one at a time is just fine, and start to draw some big circles. So there's a little bit of pressure on the back of the hand. And if you need to just do one hand at a time, that's fine. Switch directions with your circles. My dog is snoring. And we'll pause in the middle and start to activate through the feet, curling the toes under, draw the arches of the feet together, and come to sitting on to the heels. If that's not accessible, then of course a block, or you're just coming forward and back a little bit. But if you're able to get onto the heels, we're going to interlace the fingers and then just draw some figure eights with the wrists in one direction. Switch directions, which is always a little tricky. Which way did I go? So the wrist should start to feel a little bit more fluid. Slide back to your all fours. We're going to flip the feet over, give the tops of the feet a little knock. And then immediately moving toward downward facing dog. Curling the toes under, grip with the fingertips, lift the hips up and back. Pedaling the feet, maybe twisting off to one side and the other. We'll pedal back and forth. If you have that little blankie, we'll slide it out of the way. And then deeply bend the right knee, and we're immediately going to lift that right leg up. So keep that big toe turning towards the left heel to maintain squarer hips. And then bend the right knee, shift your weight forward, knee to nose. You can always do this on the knees. Inhale up and back. Exhale forward, knee to nose, gripping with the fingertips. Inhale up and back, letting that left heel sink down. Forward, knee to nose. 2 more, press back. Come forward. Press back. And then this time we're going to step that foot all the way forward and drop the left knee down. Take the right hand to the right knee. Big circles at the knee in one direction. And then switch directions. And I'm going to have you heel toe the right foot off to the side a little bit more. You can bring both hands to the inside of the right foot, or if it feels okay, you'll drop down, crawl the fingertips out, and let the head drop down. Spend another 2 or 3 breaths here. Sliding the hands back. And up to you, you could just place that right knee back underneath the right hip, or engage in the left leg. Step back to plank, soften the knees, press to downward facing dog. Find the grip again with the fingertips. Deeply bending the left knee. Raise the left leg up. Pressing into the sole of the right foot. Inhale, exhale, forward. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward. 2 more. And this one, step through. Right knee down, big circles with the left knee, one direction. Switch directions before we find that extended lizard lunge. Allow the upper body to drip down. Head nice and heavy, actively pressing the inside of the left leg into the outside of the left arm. And then we'll slide the hands back, again creating a plank pose or to the knees. And then we'll lift the hips again, downward facing dog. Start to create a forward fold by walking the hands and feet together somewhere on your mat. Wiggle through the hips, transfer weight left and right, forward and back, until you can really drip down. Allow the skull to soften away. And then we'll slide the hands up the backs of the legs as you tuck the tailbone and roll all the way up to standing. Once you're standing, shoulder blades down and away. Big movement through the shoulders, forward, back, chin to chest. We'll inhale, sweep the arms above the head. We're going to flip the palms away so the backs of the hands are pressing into one another. And then inhale, lift up, come up and off to your right. Inhale, center, up and off to your left. Inhale, center, again to the right. Center, to the left. Center. This time we're going to separate the arms, making cactus arms as you press the shoulder blades together. Big inhale, let the head drop back. And chin to chest, exhale, forward fold. From the middle of the mat, we're going to heel toe the feet a little bit wider so that the toes are coming off of the mat. And then plant the right hand in front of you. If you have a block, maybe placing the block there. We're going to push down into the ground, either into the block or to the floor, and then curl and twist open to your left. So maybe take the hand to the low back so you can feel the sacrum nice and flat, the sits points reaching back, push down into the ground, twist. Forward fold again. Second side, left hand to the ground, press down, twist off to your second side. Back down onto the ground, heel toe the feet towards one another again. We're gonna take this twist a little bit more deeply. Deeply bend the right knee. Place the right hand between the feet. So see that the hand is actually between the feet. And now with weight in the heels and the right knee bent, twisting open to the side. Pressing the outside of the arm into the knee, knee into the arm. Reach to the crown of the head and fold. Switch sides. Keep pressing actively into the inside of the leg, reaching up to the fingertips and fold. Walking yourself out to downward facing dog again. From here, we'll deeply bend the right knee, raise the right leg up and step forward and through into your high lunge. So it might take a moment to heel toe the feet where they need to be, knee over the ankle and inhale up. We're gonna reach forward a little bit. So you have one long line along the spine. Inhale here, and then exhale, squeeze the inner thighs together and lift, straightening the front leg. Inhale, deep bend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, deep bend. Exhale, squeeze. Deep bend, squeeze. And then we'll deep bend, let that left heel come down, tucking the tailbone and open up to warrior two. From our warrior two, actively draw the inner arches of the feet towards one another. As we let the back hand come down, your left hand, reach the right arm up, reversing your warrior. Maybe looking up at the fingertips, letting the back shoulder pour away from the ear. Use the core to come up. Unwind yourself back to the high lunge or warrior one. And then step, planting the hands back to plank. Listen here. We're gonna inhale, lift the right leg, and slide those left fingertips forward for bird plank. Pause. And let the left hand come back, right foot down, second side. Lift the left leg, tent the right fingertips, reach. Slide the right hand back down, soften through the knees, downward facing dog. Second side, so I'll turn so you can see. Raise the left leg, step the left foot forward, high lunge. Rocking the right hip down, reach forward. We'll inhale, straighten and squeeze, exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Straighten, bend. Two more, straighten, squeeze, bend. Last one. And then sit down nice and low. Tuck the tailbone, open up warrior two. Back arm down, reach up through the side waist. Pressing the left knee forward by pushing into the knife edge of the back foot. We'll inhale up, unwind yourself, plant the hands, step back to plank. So we're gonna stay in plank again for a moment. This time reach and tap the right foot behind the left, and then to the outside of the mat. Tap, 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 tap. 3, 2. Last one. Remember that grip in the fingertips for stability. Second side, lift, tap, tap. Going for 5, So we only have 3 more. 3, 2, last one. And then either drop down onto the knees or release the whole body to the floor. Take a moment on the floor. Make a pillow with the forehead for the forehead. Look left and right. Release any tension from the back of the neck. Maybe wiggle the tailbone. And then we'll start to work a little bit more deeply into the back bend. Pressing into the tops of the feet. Roll the inner arches towards one another. Inhale, lift. Slide the hands behind you. Lift and then reach. So you might be here just with the fingertips or interlace the fingers, slide down. If you liked the cactus arms, same idea. We're pressing away. Another 2 breaths. Bring the hands down, curl the toes under. We're gonna move through plank. Lift the navel, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. One more inhale and exhale. Then we'll walk, step, or hop the feet to the hands, forward fold, top of your mat. Upper body hanging, wiggle the hips, and then we'll slide the hands up the legs, moving to standing at the top of the mat. Once you're up, roll the shoulder blades down, reach to the crown of the head, maybe shift your weight forward and back, look down to see that the feet are parallel, and we'll add into our series here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. We're gonna flip the palms away, backs of the hands press into one another, come up and off to your left. Inhale, center, switch, up and off to the right. Inhale, center, release the hands, either interlace behind the low back or lift it open, lift the navel, exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back, high lunge, drop that right hip down as you inhale up. Moving into our twist from here. Prayer hands, pitch the chest forward, and then hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee and twist. So we're attempting the thumbs to the sternum, pressing the hands into one another, and maybe looking up behind you. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you're gonna tap the right knee and then extend. Tap, press away. 3, and just one more. From here, unwind the body, drop the right heel down, big spiral action to open up to warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. And then come forward, reach forward, cartwheel the hands to the inside of the front foot, moving to the active lizard lunge. Rotate to the big toe ball out of the back foot and drop down. Perhaps crawl the fingertips forward, bowing. Slide the hands back, press into the floor, step back to plank. Either knees, chin, and chest, or to the floor, one long line. Flipping the feet over. Inhale to your back bend, perhaps pressing up. Plank. And downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Another inhale and exhale. Looking at the space between the thumbs, bend the knees, lift the heels, and travel the feet to the hands, forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press to stand. And exhale the arms down, second side. Inhale up, flip the palms over, come up and off to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale, back bend. Or that interlace. Lift the navel, forward fold. Stepping the left foot way back. high lunge. Prayer twist, left elbow outside of the right knee. Moving the outside of the arm into the outside of the leg. A little bit deeper twist. And if you'd like those taps again, tap the knee and then extend. Tap, extend. 2. Last one. Unwind the torso. Drop the back heel down, tip the tailbone, open up, squeeze those inner thighs together, and reverse your warrior. Find lots of space along the side waist. Inhale, raise the torso, squeeze the inner thighs together, reach forward, and then bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. Moving into that bowing lizard lunge. Slide the hands back, step back to plank. Inhale, exhale to the floor. Or part way. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, plank. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Softening through the heels. Softening through the back of the neck and pressing the heart towards the thighs. Lift the heels, bend the knees, transition the feet to the hands, forward fold, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press yourself up to standing, arms above the head, and then the arms come down. We'll roll through the shoulders, wiggle and shake, whatever you need to do. And then we'll take a little moment to balance. Begin by sitting back into your chair pose. So we're going to do a little prayer twist balance. Lots of options. You may just want to have the knees separate and take then an elbow and squeeze and twist, or you want to heel toe so that the inner thighs are together. Press and twist. So find your twist. And if you're off towards the right, you're going to plant the right foot and lift the left leg. Of course, if you're off to the second side, you'll plant the left foot, lift the right leg. So in our twist, find somewhere to look at that doesn't move, and then press down into the floor and bring that opposite floating leg up towards the heel. Up towards the hip. So the hip towards the heel. And we'll stay here for another 2 breaths. And place that foot back down, forward fold. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Inhale and exhale. Sit back into chair and your second side. Finding the twist in the upper body, the balance in the low half of the body, stability, and then perhaps floating the opposite leg up. 2 more breaths, or 3. We'll step the feet back together, unwind, forward fold. From this forward fold, nice lazy walk back out to downward facing dog. Pedaling. And then we'll step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Left heel comes down. We're immediately going to open up to warrior 2. And then heel toe the feet so that you're in a toes away, heels in, goddess pose. So you can look down and see your big toes. And then just becoming aware that your bottom isn't out too far or tucked. I'm going to come back to a little bit of that breath here. So you're going to inhale and then exhale, left arm comes across the body, twist and press away. Inhale, center, right hand, twist and press away. Breathing in, pressing out. Going at your breath pattern and pace, but really having that sensation of pushing the air away and drawing it back in. Soft toes. Even distribution of weight between the two sides of the body. You can close your eyes. We're going to go for another 30 seconds. The legs start to shake. See if you can soften the inner thighs, maybe sit even a little bit deeper. Last one each side. Bring the arms back out. We'll heel to ourselves back out to our warrior two. And step back nice and softly, downward facing dog. Take a moment to wiggle through the hips. And second side. So now we're stepping the left foot forward, pressing down into the floor to buoy the chest up. Warrior two. This time, we'll bring the feet parallel. Take the hands to the hips and find a forward fold. So you can place the hands right in front of the face. If you need the block, maybe now's a great time to get it. But we're going to walk the hands back and forth here in a moment. So perhaps fingertips would be better. Reach the sits bones back, so we're finding that flat back again. And then go ahead and walk the fingertips off to the right. We're going to try and take the left hand and capture the outside of the right leg. So naturally, all the weight is going to want to pour to one side. See if you can draw it back towards the left side as we peel open, nice deep twist. Pushing the hand into the foot and opening. Another inhale. Make sure that you soften the kneecap. Exhale, fold. We'll walk the hands to the second side. Inhale, open and twist. Exhale, fold. So you may want to stay with that nice, steady, slow pace. Oh, dang it. Biddy, you're still there. Okay. I was just wondering if it cut out. We're just going to do one more breath exercise. We're going to inhale, open, exhale, fold. Inhale, open, exhale, fold. Open and fold, open and fold. If you wanted to build a little bit more heat. Once more each side. And from here, just go ahead and heel toe the feet towards one another and drop down into your squat. Thumbs towards the sternum. Reach to the crown of the head. Start to feel that pulsation in the heart and the breath. Slowing down. One more inhale and exhale in this little squat. Go ahead and let the sits bones drop down. Extend through the legs, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And just move directly into your forward fold. From here, we'll slide the heels towards the hips unless you'd like to be seated. And then curl down one vertebrae at a time, releasing and relaxing on the ground. And you may want to keep the hand on the body. We'll settle in for a very short little meditation. Feeling the heaviness and weight of the body drop down. Releasing through the jaw. Maybe looking left and right if you need to. Taking up as much space as you need to. So just like water filling the space around you. Watch the breath as you inhale, traveling up the back of the spine. Feeling a pull at the crown of the head, and then exhaling. Breath down the front side of the body. Inhaling. Breath up the back of the spine, pulling at the crown of the head, and exhale. Down through the front side of the body. Inhale, watch the breath rise. And exhale, descend. Starting to build a sensation of being very heavy, like the body is being drawn through the floor, into the earth, and snuggled in like a seed. Imagining that the earth is packed all around you. So the front side, even between the fingers. And the whole weight of the earth snuggling you in. The weight of the body is so heavy that even if you wanted to lift an arm or wiggle, gravity is pulling you down so heavily that you wouldn't be able to. And then start to have that sensation of floating, of the body being pulled up off of the ground, through your house, through the roof, up into the sky. The sensation of being weightless and drifting. And just notice as you're kind of checking out the sky around you, nice and open and blue, now what you can see below you. And start seeing your house, everything getting further and further away as you drift higher and higher and higher, eventually through the atmosphere and hovering up in amongst the stars. Just allow your body to drift and your mind to explore what's around you. And then slowly starting to return back down through the stars, through the layers of the atmosphere, until you eventually are back down in your body. And watch the cadence of breath as you inhale and exhale. And then slowly start to move, wiggle the fingertips, wiggle the toes, rock on the back of the skull, back and forth, left and right. Maybe a full body stretch. And then sliding the heels towards the hips, rolling off to one side, go ahead and press yourself back up to a seat. So right where we began. And this time we'll work on that 3-part breath. You can feel free to take a hand to the chest and to the belly. We'll inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And then inhale, just fill the top part of the chest. And then fill the rib cage. And then go ahead and fill the belly. Pause for a moment, and then exhale belly. Exhale rib cage. Exhale top of the chest. Inhale, chest. Inhale, rib cage. Inhale, belly. Exhale, belly. Exhale, rib cage. Exhale, top of the chest. Another couple of rounds like that, inhaling, layering the breath. One on top of the other, and exhale, releasing, release, release. Start to feel the whole rib cage 360 degrees fill with breath, the whole torso, and then pressing everything out. Two more rounds like that. Last round. And at the end of this exhale, just bring the hands together at heart center. Allow the natural cadence of breath to come back. And sitting with the sensations for just another moment. And we'll vigorously rub the palms together, generating heat. With hot little palms, hover that over the eyes. Taking an inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And then slide the hands back down together at heart center. Thanks so much. Have an awesome rest of your day. And I'll do another class, maybe 2 tomorrow. Yeah.